first half of the ovarian cycle is the follicular phase. Slow rising levels of FSH and LH cause the growth of the follicles on the surface of the ovary, which prepares the egg for ovulation. As the follicles grow, they begin releasing estrogens and progesterone. Progesterone maintains the endometrium, the lining of the uterus, to help ensure pregnancy. Just prior to the middle of the cycle, it's around 14 days, the level of estrogen causes FSH, especially LH, to rise rapidly and then fall. The spike in LH causes ovulation. The most mature follicle ruptures and then releases its egg. Follicles that did not rupture degenerate and their eggs are lost. The level of estrogen decreases when the extra follicles degenerate. Here we have the ovary, and this is the fallopian tube. Here's the uterus. We have our mature follicle egg breaking out of the ovary and going down the fallopian tube. So it kind of is a demonstration of what I just explained. This is the endometrial lining. If pregnancy does not occur, the lining of the uterus is sloughed off in this direction. And the process is known as menstruation or menses. After about 5 days, estrogen levels rise and the menstrual cycle enters the proliferate phase. The endometrium begins to regrow, replacing blood vessels and glands to degenerate during the end of the last cycle. Following ovulation, the ovarian cycle enters the luteal phase, and the menstrual cycle enters the secretory phase, both of which run from about 15 to 28 days. The luteal phase and secretory phase refer to changes in the ruptured follicle. The cells in the follicle undergo physical changes, producing a structure called a corpus luteum, which produces estrogen and progesterone. The progesterone enables the regrowth of the uterine lining and inhibits the release of further FSH and LH. The uterus is again being prepared to accept a fertilized egg. Should it occur during this cycle, the inhibition of FSH and LH prevents any further eggs and follicles from developing. The levels of estrogen produced by the corpus luteum increase to a steady level for the next few days. Oh my gosh, could you chew any louder?
I'm sorry. I love you.
If no fertilized egg is implanted into the uterus, the corpus luteum degenerates, and the level of estrogen and progesterone decreases. Fibroblasts invade the non-functional corpus luteum, producing a knot of pale scar tissue called corpus albicans.
The endometrium begins to degenerate as progesterone levels drop, in targeting the new menstrual cycle. The decrease in progesterone allows the hypothalamus to send GnRH to the anterior pituitary, releasing FSH and LH. Then us women get to experience this cycle all over again. So here's a little fun fact for you all. Both positive and negative feedback gets tied in the ovarian and uterine processes. Positive feedback loops occur when there is an increase in the level of hormones because of the need of hormones to develop the zygote.
Negative feedback loops occur because there is no need for hormones any longer, hence decreasing the GnRH level to limit the release of LH and FSH. An easy way to differentiate between menstruation and pregnancy is the fact that hormone levels are much higher during pregnancy because of the need for hormones to reproduce and develop the fetus.
This is his shirt, and it still smells like him. And I miss my boy. Oh, hold on, he's calling me. Babe, I miss you! Come back! Just don't